Okay, so today I'm going to share with you how a simple strategy using TikTok ads are able to make our students a minimum of 200K when they find a winning product. And today I'm going to share with you a part of that strategy. Obviously, if you're inside of the mentorship, it's a little bit more complex, but with this, you should have enough to make your first few $1,000s running TikTok ads. And I try to simplify it as simple as possible so you can understand and you can really replicate the same strategy without overthinking. Okay, so the first step is going to be to create one campaign with 3 ad groups, no interest targeting on any of the ad groups. Each ad group uses the same 7 to 10 videos to test your product potential. Keep it simple to find winners fast. So basically what I did is I just created a brand new campaign with 3 ad groups. Each ad group has no interest, and each one of those interests will have the same 7 to 10 videos. Can you do 6 videos? Can you do 11 videos? Yes, guys. It's just an average, what I'm telling you. Obviously, stay between that range. That's the sweet spot of what I found by testing a ton of products and what I found in our student as well. This is the sweet spot. Now, you have your product. So you want to spend between $20 to $30 on your campaign to look for add to carts. So you want to see, do you have add to cart? You're letting your product run for the whole day. And the moment that you spend $20 to $30, you want to look at your campaign and do you have add to carts? If you have no add to carts, then you're going to close the product and you're going to move away from it and go do something else. Don't overspend. So the majority of your product will be between that range. So when you think about it, it takes you between $20 to $30 to test a product. That's not a lot of money. So you'll be able to test efficiently and you'll be able to find a winner fast. So like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about finding that winning product, not getting emotional, not falling in love with a product, not overspending, be emotionless, analyze, and adapt. That's what you need to do. Okay, so now let's say that you have add to carts. So you want to wait until you get $50 to $60 spent. So this is the second step. So if you see you have add to cart, you let it spend $50 to $60, and you want to see if you have sales. If you have no sales, you close it down. So if you don't have any sales, but you have add to carts, the maximum that you will spend is between $50 to $60. That's a good amount of money to test the products. It doesn't break the bank. You can easily test 1 or 2 per week without any problem and find a winning product quite fast. Now let's speak about double down on sales. So let's say you get a sale immediately, double the budget at the ad group level, no matter the time of the day. So the moment that you get a sale, double the budget. That's what you need to do. You double it. So no more sales by the end of the day. You close the campaign and move on. As you can see, I'm pretty strict with what I'm saying. It's like, okay, do you have add to carts? Let's say you do your campaign. Do you have add to carts? No. Okay, I spent $20. I move on. Do I have a sale? No. I move on. On here, I have a sale. I raise the budget. Do I have a sale by the end of the day? No. I move on. So that's what I'm trying to say, guys. It's like, I don't overthink things. I just do. Do I have add to carts? Yes. Move on. Yes. Perfect. I continue. I don't have add to carts. I move on from the product. Do I have a sale? Okay. Continue. I don't. I move on. It's pretty straight. There's no overthinking on my strategy. You just do what you have to do. Now you're like, yeah, but I got 7 add to cart, so I don't know if I should kill the Do you have a sale? No. Kill the products. Okay. So now step 5, scale further with multiple sales. So if you get 2 sales, increase the ad group by $20, $40. It was on here, it's $60 and $80. So every 2 sales, you increase by $20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and you're going to repeat that every 2 sales that you get. Gradually increase, keep your campaign profitable. And again, the way that is going to work is like today, like let's say it's midnight. Maybe at 2 a.m. in the morning, you get 2 sales. You increase the budget by $20. After 7 in the morning, you get sales. again, you increase the budget by $20. And it's basically a very manual platform. So by the end of the day, you'll spend a few $100s, you'll make a few $1,000s in sales, boom, you make 1-2K per day in profit, you're ready to go, you move on with your day, you do what you have to do. So it's not like you need to stuck in the platform, looking at what's going on. No, every other hour, you increase the budget based on the sales that you're getting, and that's it. So it's pretty manual, but it's hands off a little bit. So step crucial, end of the day reset. So this is very, very important. So at the end of the day, close the campaign. It doesn't matter if you tell me, Gilberto, but I made $500. Gilberto, I made 300K on that day. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but let's say if you make, no matter the amount of money, I don't care what is the amount of money, you close the campaign at the end of the day and you create a new one for the next day. And what is the reasoning behind it is, guys, you need to understand that me and my brother, we have been doing dropshipping for 8 years. We've tested everything, and we saw that if you let your ads run, let your campaign run consistently when it comes to TikTok, it's just not going to perform well. It performs well the first day, a little bit less the second day, and overall it decreases in performances. And this is just not great. So what we found out is every time you create a brand new campaign and you start from scratch every day, the momentum is there every single day. So that's what it is. Don't overthink it, and simply like create a new campaign every single day and restart. $20 a day, $40, $60, and do that over and over and over and over again. So now I'm going to give you a secret tips because you've watched until this part of the video. So I'm going to reveal you a secret tips when it comes down to creative. So a lot of you, what you guys do is that you do all of this, okay? So you do all of this and eventually your product dies and you're like, oh, my product died. Or, it's been 2 weeks only that I have been running it and now I'm not making money anymore. Well, the reason behind it is that you've been scaling aggressively your product. So you need to create more creative. You need to be effective. You need to be testing creative. So my secret tip is the moment that you start getting sales and you create a brand new campaign every day and you scale every day, you create a second campaign. And that second campaign, the only purpose of that campaign is going to be testing new creative. So you're going to add new creative on that campaign with a low budget. Like you're going to keep this basically one campaign, 3 ad groups, and you're going to treat it as a brand new product. That's the way you're going to treat it. And you're going to add new creative. And when you see new creative popping off, you will be able to take those creative and put it on the original campaign. So now you have a circle. You have this campaign that scales your winning creative, and this campaign that find new creative, and this one basically puts money into this one to test, and this one puts the new creative into the other one to scale. So it's not very complicated when you go with this. It's just like, oh, like perfect. I'm having always creative. I'm always scaling because your creatives are going to fade away. It's just a matter of time. It's just going to happen. Your creative are going to fade away. So if your creative are going to fade away, then what you need to understand is, guys, just create more creative. that's just what it is. I try to overcomplicate things, over deliver value, but it is what it is. So yeah, like I said, set up your campaign like this. No add to cart at $20, $30, move on. No sales at $50, $60, move on. On here, you get your first sale, you double the budget, no more sales, move on. And on here, every 2 sales, you get sales. You see that it's scalable. Every 2 sales, $20, $20, $20 more, and you just scale. You just scale like that. So hey guys, this is the video of today. If you have any question, let me know down below. Hopefully you understood. Obviously, this is a very, very simplified version of the real way of me running ads. People that are in the mentorship, they have the more complex version, let's say it that way, because if not, I will need a whole hour, like even more than that, probably like 2-3 hours to explain the whole process of how I analyze everything to make sure to maximize your earning and minimize your losses. So yeah, this is the video of today. Wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below, and I love you all. Peace.